And we are live. I'm going to skip over all the actual stuff and just hand it straight over to Kyle.
Welcome to Titan's Grave. Let's go through introductions. We have Xylo, who is playing... Hello?
Xylo?
Sorry, muted. I'm playing Dauphin, the Dwarven Runesmith.
And then we have Chaos, who is playing... Disaster Chaser, who is playing...
I'm playing Messel, Halfling, Rogue.
And Warp Films, who is playing...
I am playing Arrow, the human warrior.
All right.
Which I will give you just a little insight into this game. One of my highest stats is my intelligence, and that is just not a great stat for a warrior. Who would have thought? The rogues get all the fun intellectual stuff they can pick at level 2. I have to wait till level 3 to get engineering. Okay, that was my little complaint for the day.
Wait, I'm meant to be intelligent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have good intelligence and good constitution. That's probably why I shut up and let everybody else go through and handle stuff. You know, except for when I just have to, execute a rogue cyborg. That didn't go out very well.
Okay, no much at all.
Okay. Sorry about that. I've got people talking in the background. Yeah, so when last we left our group of adventurers, they had just rescued the Beer Baron's entire group. And everybody, you are going to see my phone in this week's episode because my microphone broke. So if you randomly see me looking at a giant green blackened bit of technology, that is this and how I talk with everyone. But yeah,
I just figured you were a jerk who was checking Facebook.
I can't actually see it. I'm still playing camera roulette.
Well, we got you at the moment.
I have Arrow and Messel, but not the voice of arbitration.
Yeah, I'm in the same position. I've got players, not the GM.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a little bit of an issue on my side, just because I'm having a few small connection errors. Like Roll20 just.
I'll say I've got your video, and as I'm the broadcaster, I consider that to be the most important one. So, sorry guys. Oh no, I just lost them. Never mind. We're all in the same boat.
Doesn't matter if we're blind, as long as you can see.
Yeah.
Continue playing video roulette. Hit the refresh button, you get different people every time. It's great.
Oh, it's better than.
Oh, now I got him, but now I lost Messel.
And I got you, but I lost Kyle.
I've lost Dauphin and
I'm going to reset
voice.
mine right quick. I love that we do this right as we go live.
I know. It was actually.
I got
working up
everybody.
until-
Don't nobody touch anything.
Noted.
It was working all the way up until we went live. We actually tested this.
Yeah. Hey, I am a professional. Not a professional at this. I'm a professional at something.
Messel has now become a void. She is just a black square.
She
Not an avatar.
is the black hole. Okay, so yeah, coming back to serious business while we try to sort out the technical issues. Yeah, you managed to save the Beer Baron's caravan and push back the raiders. And Dauphin managed to do something epic.
No, I didn't. I almost did something epic. I did something unepic that everyone will remember me for.
It's nobody will remember the second strike. They will remember the first one that was so far away. A caravan clear across the planet was able to go, wow, what was that sudden lushy gust of wind?
Yeah. It's 1 point off from redeeming myself.
Yeah. So, with that, we now come back to the Pegasus Inn with Gerlach, the beer baron, pretty much setting you all down at a table, looking between you all and going, "This is the last leg of my caravan trip for this year. I need to head back to my estate in Nestora, in Nestora proper. I was wondering if you three needed any work, because I do need some escorts out on this trip. Granted, I hope you won't need to toss any hammers at anyone."
It hurts.
I think the toss was successful. It was the strike itself that failed, right?
Yeah,
The
he
hammer
successfully
throw was
drew
amazing.
the hammer.
The hammer throw was one short of actually being legendary itself. It was trying to hit the guy with the hammer beforehand, where it was pretty much like,
Yeah.
wow, that was so off. People on another continent are going, wow, where'd that hammer come from?
Dolphin lacks depth perception, it turns out. He looked a lot closer.
We will attempt to steal you some glasses on the way.
But yes, I've been made aware that you yourselves need passage into Nestora proper, and my estate is not that far from it. And on top of the travel, I'm willing to pay you all 5 gold each.
Sounds like a good deal. I mean, we got this doodad that, we kind of need to go to the store to get checked out.
I do have all this bleach I need to sell, so.
I do need quite a lot of bleach for decontaminating my vats.
Well, for only 30 gold, we have
I think we can make a deal.
Shall we discuss it on the way home?
Yes, let's.
So I shall see you all tomorrow morning at the rising of the sun. Your rooms are paid for. Your beer and everything else is paid for the night for your help. And yeah. If things go well, we are also having an end of the year party. So if everything goes well on the caravan transport, then you're more than welcome to come with us to that as well.
Now, I don't mean to be rude, but it seems like you have a lot of parties.
I make
Don't you ever get partied out?
When it's time to party, we will always party hard.
Conviction. I like it.
And plus, like 90% of his business is based on people celebrating, so I think it's in his best interest, to get them to celebrate as much as possible.
I like him. He has a good business model. We're looking for a director of sales, which...
I'm not really that fond of people, so I don't think it would work out in the long run.
But are you...
Take this. You can re-roll. Come back in a better.
What is this? What is this reroll? I didn't realize that we were playing dice and disasters.
That's basically what I do with my life every day. Dice and disasters.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to get anything from the inn, well, as with this, he sort of finishes the conversation with you, having come to the agreement of payment. The time when you all are to be set up and ready, he gets up, pours you all from a small barrel attached to his hip another drink. And this one smells incredibly strong, but with a lot of sweet notes and sort of like a sort of aroma of roasted chestnuts as well. So it's like chestnuts and honey. And the color of the liquid is this nice amber, and it's the foam that creeps up from it. It creates a very nice stiff head of about an inch. And it rises up from the glass, from the lip of the glass, and stays there. It looks to be the perfect beer.
Right then.
All right, but yeah, with that, if you guys
How
want,
much for that keg?
oh, this is my private stash. It's not generally for sale, but we can talk on the caravan because I do have a few more.
All right, Dolphin's gonna drink his then.
Oh, it's good. It is very good. If you've heard of Blue Moon Ale, it tastes a bit like that, but with a pre-twisted amount of citrus right into it. And it finishes with a very nice sweet note of roasted chestnut.
All right, so Dolphin's going bankrupt after this, so that's cool.
Well, I mean, I drink mine down.
Oh yeah, that's the taste that you're getting. You can't really taste. It's really like as if the hops is acting like a preservative. It's not overbearing the taste at all. But you're allowed to taste the sweetness of a beer, which generally is quite sweet without a bittering agent, but it's not sickeningly so. It is smooth.
I'll stare into the drink for a while. I don't quite like this drink, but I think seeing as the others are grinning like goons, I'll also take a sip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the perfect beer. It gives a very nice warming feeling all throughout the fingers. So yeah, if you guys want to pick up anything from the Pegasus Inn, because there's a few small arms dealers out in the front. There's some places to just pick up some other things if you need them. Yeah, you guys can do that before going off to bed, or you can try and drink as much as you can because it's all free tonight.
Does anyone sell glasses?
Oh yes.
All right, Dolphin's going to go to whoever sells glasses and think about picking some up.
What type of glasses? Are you talking like facial specs, or are you talking like giant beer stein glasses?
You know, he's probably going to go with the giant ones because the second goal of the glasses, besides to help his depth perception, is to make it so no one can recognize him because he doesn't want this sticking with him.
So yeah, there's a guy right there. He just kind of looks you over, but he goes, "Oh, I was expecting you."
I believe that.
So, nearsighted or farsighted? Because to be that far off, it's got to be one of the two. Because you were either staring at a rock 5,000 yards away, or you were just unable to see the end of that hammer.
I would like it to be known that I want to patronage your shop here, but I also would like it to be known you sell glass and I have a hammer. So if we could move on to the part where I buy some glasses, that would be great.
No, that can be done. Although, of course, if you continue on with the threats, I will have to see if you can hit the glasses. He sets one down on top of the counter, and then he looks at you, looks at the glasses, looks at you.
Dolphin walks away. I'll find some other place. There's got to be a glass store that doesn't know me.
There is a, oddly enough, there's a shady sort of Tijuana back alley surgery guy.
No, we're not going to go for plastic surgery.
You just
Not that
need to get a
desperate yet.
cybernetic eye.
Just kind of sits there. It's a Saurian just kind of sitting there on top of a stool, rubbing his hands together. Sees you walking by. We do offer LASIK eye surgery.
Yeah, is anyone selling like cloth or something?
Yeah,
Okay, Dolphin goes, buys the cheapest cloth he can find, and then just makes a mask.
all right. That's
Just wraps it around. Just no one.
that is a couple copper.
All
Like-
right.
So yeah, it's gaudy. It looks like something that fell off the back of a truck, and was weaved together with the effluent of a gutter. But it hides your face. Nobody seems to take notice of you.
All right.
Because this was the cheapest of the cheap when it came to cloth. But does anybody else want anything?
My dignity back?
No, that's mine now.
Oh, I think I'm good.
It's so good.
I think I'm okay as well.
All right, so you guys are going for a walk around, or I didn't catch it.
There's nothing I particularly need, but I could walk around if need be. I don't
Okay.
think we're going to bed just yet.
Well,
I can't
Um,
afford anything, so I'm just gonna, eat and drink and go to bed.
Didn't you get paid for our rescuing all those people from the?
Okay, I don't have very much money.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's yeah, they pretty much, the night goes on with a lot of feasting, a lot of festivities. There's a few people that sort of start into a fight beside Messel as she walks about. They're obviously very drunk, and they're looking to actually hurt each other as badly as they can. With everyone behind them sort of egging them on. But as they're doing that, one of them gets pushed over and sort of falls back into Messel and just kind of looks at her as he falls over and just goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm walking. What does it look like I'm doing? Now get off me.
"You and him." He drunkenly stumbles up and points to the other guy who's just standing there. puffing out his chest and just kind of strutting like a cockatoo in a very small cage.
I don't recall being with any of you losers. I'll be on my way now.
The crowd behind it both go, oh, you gonna let the tiny halfling get away with that one, are you, Marco? Yeah, just kind of stares at you angrily, and he bends over to be able to look you in the eye. You gonna say that again, short shit?
Yeah, I would like to say that I want nothing to do with this. You need to go home. It's bedtime for you. I'm gonna go my own way.
Ooh, can you give me a social check? If you've got persuasion, that is actually quite good.
Do I have persuasion? I don't think I do. Oh, I really should. But it's communication if I don't have persuasion?
Oh, communication. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the guy just kind of looks you over, turns around and walks away. She's not worth it. She's too short.
It's a she, firstly, but whatever. I'll go my own way.
And with that, yeah, your night goes actually quite well for the rest of the time. No more drunken idiots, but there's definitely quite a lot of fun to be had if you're looking for anything to actually do. And then the next morning, bright and early, you are all like woken up by the sound of in-house alarm clocks going off all at the same time with the courtesy call. And the sound of the caravan as well blasting out the front as a very drunken Gerlach as a very hungover Gerlach yells out the side, "Everybody ashore!" No, wait, wrong thing. Everybody aboard!
Well, Dauphin is wide awake and pushing Messel and Arrow to get on. Let's go. Come on. It's time to go. Nothing to see here.
Well,
Sooner we leave, the better.
as much as I would like to find a reason to mess with them, we do have a job to do, so...
Yeah, I'll set up with a grimace. I don't like early mornings and follow the rest.
All right. So, yeah. The Baron quickly reviews the caravan with you all, going over all the damage sustained from the attack the previous night. It's a beautiful caravan, and this is definitely old. This is the old tech from before the Cataclysm, and not before the Cataclysm, from before the actual Chaos Wars, where everything runs on a mixture of magic and technology melding together so perfectly that it's an almost beautiful sight to behold, beyond which any of you have known before. And even with the scarring from the battle before, it seems to have just taken that in stride, like as if it's seen worse, but has continued to chug on with all beauty and masterwork finishing to this thing that only the old masters of fantastical technology from before the war could ever have even thought of attaining. As you board on after the final checks, the actual caravan itself just lifts up about a good foot from the ground and then starts chugging out of town. So yeah. You, Dothan, you actually note it as being of dwarven make.
I see. Is it more magical or more technological?
It seems to be a very well balanced mix of both.
All right, I'm gonna nudge Arrow with my my shoulder and say, "Hey, my people made this."
So I'm gonna have to duck every time I walk through a door.
Yes.
I'll just ride up top then.
Do we have like a little bit of downtime here?
Oh, yeah, there's a little bit. Just to sort of lead it in, as you pull away from the Pegasus Inn, you come onto this incredible road, and it goes on for miles. And in the distance, you can see the far off city-state of Nestora's lights in the early morning dawn light, competing with the early morning sun's dawn light. And as you look across the road, you can see the devastation and scars from the Chaos Wars still having a mark upon the earth, upon the soils of Volcana itself. And sections of this road, which lays itself above the air, have collapsed in from what looks like battles that were in ancient ages ago. But this caravan just chugs on, and you can see the sun rising off in the distance in golden hues and violets as everything continues on. So yeah, just wanted you guys to have that little bit.
All right. Well, when Dolphin gets a chance, he is going to take his bleach, and he's going to take his new cloth, and he's going to bleach it till it looks white. Fix that problem right there.
Gorilla kind of looks at you and goes, I thought I was going to be buying that bleach.
You're buying the rest of it. This bit's mine.
Okay. So, you all kind of showed up and really saved my caravan and Keggy, myself. What's led you guys around here?
Poverty.
Yep, pretty much the lack of money and the desire to have more of it.
There's always a journey for more gold. I mean, if you guys need anything while you're in Nestora, depending upon how things go here, I might be able to help you out. So I've got some connections. About an hour into the drive, you guys hit. There's a call out that pretty much goes, "We're coming up on the first toll booth." And Gerlach kind of nods to you all and just goes, "Let me deal with the negotiations on this real fast, and then we can go back to talking, because I need that bleach, and whatever else you guys can offer. See, after about 5 minutes of the caravan being stopped, it then picks up and starts going again. And Gerlach comes back down and sits down with you once more. So, that bleach.
Aye, it's the finest bleach you'll ever see. Handcrafted to be bleachy.
How much have you got?
I don't know, how much does it take to bleach a cloth?
Takes less than about a liter.
Okay. About a gallon missing a liter.
Sort of ponders that for a second, scratches his chin. So you've got like 1.7 liters then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you give me a sign? Can you give me an intelligence check?
I'm assuming I fail it, which is why I'm doing that. Alright.
There's like 4.7 liters to a gallon.
Wait a second.
Yes.
No, I got more. No.
Oh, okay. So
Are you okay? I mean, as a beer baron, I thought you know your liquid measurements better.
no, I do. I was just trying to see if I could have some fun.
You didn't have
No.
enough at
So
the
you-
party?
I had quite a bit. Quite a bit. But yeah, you've got somewhere around about 3.5 liters then. I can take it off your hands, because that's a lot of weight to carry. And it's
I would appreciate it.
would about 2 silver be good for you? Because I could still use it for what I got. I'm going to have to go through another wholesaler to buy several thousand liters, but I could use what you've got as well.
He's like, actually, I have a trade I'd like to make you.
Oh?
And Dolphin motions for him to move away from the group to talk privately.
Okay. He gets up from the table, walks with you.
All right. He's like, okay, so I'm sure you've been hearing about a thing with me and a hammer.
I saw the thing with you and a hammer.
So you know what I'm talking about. Good. All right. I know you have some connections, and I'd be real appreciative if you just didn't mention what you saw. And he's like sliding the jug into his hands of bleach.
He takes it. He goes, all right. It won't be coming from me.
Good. Glad we could have this, make a deal.
Oh, this is gonna be grand. All right. As you continue on, though, as you're finishing off this agreement, suddenly the lights start to flicker, and the caravan jolts down real quick, and then comes back up. That's not good. There's a slight warning bell. There's a loud klaxon that goes off, and there's an automated voice that starts going, reactor 7, temperature rise. Reactor 7, temperature rise. Warning. beer baron goes, "Not again." And he starts heading up towards the front of the caravan, towards the engine of the caravan. If any of you know anything about anything about engineering, could you please help out?
Turn the arrow.
I mean, I'm smart, but I don't have engineering yet. I'll have that at 3rd level.
Or anything about magic?
I look at Dolphin.
I mean, I've got wisdom, but I don't know any magic till like 3rd level. So, all right, Dolphin. Well, oh yeah. Well, if it's anything to runes, I know all about runes. Let me look at it.
All right, takes you along into the engine room, and there's a flickering small concentrated reactor. Several of the runes on it are in pretty bad shape. Could you make me an intelligence roll? Either
Going into the wrong profession.
Ooh, nope.
I mean, am I there too, or was Dolphin the only one that went?
Oh, if it's pretty much to anybody who wants to come.
Okay.
Yeah. Dolphin, you seem to almost make it worse. Arrow, the second that you kind of push him away, you get it working better than it was before. Much better than it was before.
I like to think that I mostly did this with chewing gum and some spare wire. I'm a guy for it back into functioning.
If you had gotten 666s, that probably would have been what would have done it. But yeah, no, you get it working again, and it's working better than it was before the actual short out that you guys noted before. And he looks between you two and he goes, "Thank you a lot for that. That should more than hold once we get back, and then I can get this looked into a bit more." So, as you continue on, there's a few grumblings between some of the people that do some loading of the kegs in the back. But suddenly the entire caravan comes to another stop. And the beer baron actually goes, "Shit. Where did this second toll booth come from?" He's looking out. He comes storming along the gangway, heading out. And he looks back to you guys. I might need a bit of help here. There's a one-eyed dwarf sitting at a very large machine gun in a toll booth, and he does not like me.
I just lean over to Dolphin. Do you have a cousin that runs a toll booth?
I could.
Because, just going with the whole depth perception issue.
Yeah. So the beer baron mentioned the motions for all of you to come on out. As the gangway drops down, you can see, as you all leave the caravan's internal cabins, you can see a short, stout, one-eyed dwarf sitting behind a very large machine gun that's about twice his size.
Like it's mounted, or he's carrying it?
You should see it now.
Oh, there we go.
So he looks to Gerlach and he goes, "Ah, Gerlach, I knew I would have seen you here sometime." Gerlach just looks at the guy and goes, "Holsick? Yeah, what are you doing here?" He goes, "Well, I gotta make a living somehow." Gerlach looks over the entire area. "You're just on your own, aren't you?" "No. I've got people everywhere. But this toll booth, you ain't getting through unless you can pay me 100 gold." So if anybody wants to bargain with me, you can. Gerlach's just looking at him going, Holsick, could you just move your tiny butt away from the gun?" He just shakes his head back and forth slowly. "Not till you pay." Gerlach mumbles, "I've got no time for this. Somebody help me, please."
All right, Dolphin, we'll move up. Stare the other dwarf in the eye and be 100 gold. You know that's a bad price. What did your poppy teach you?
"My poppy taught me nothing. My poppy wasn't around."
Well, that explains it then, now, don't it? Now let me tell you, Sonny. That is worth at least... maybe 50 gold at the most. This is not a sustainable business you're running.
Can I get a communications bargaining? Kind of sits there for a moment, thinking it over. But all right, just because it's a fellow dwarf on this ride. Tilts up the machine gun. "Gerlach, 50 gold." Gerlach rushes over, pays it, and comes back to you. "Thank you."
Oh, Dolphin's not done. He's like, "Look here, it's about economics, okay? Your pappy wasn't around, so let me set you straight. The amount of money you're going to have to spend on all those bullets to stop someone is not going to compensate for the amount that you're charging. Plus, you're going to scare people off. No one's going to come back around this way, and then you get what? You get nothing. This is not a good business practice."
Okay, so what you're saying is I either need to lose the gun, which does not allow me to enforce the toll, or I need to charge more for the maintenance of the gun.
No. You have to charge less so more people come. You can't just get gun parts lying around. What some guy comes up, blows your gun up, then what? You're gone. You need to threaten them, but you don't want to actually ever have to use it.
I'm not. What?
Think about it. You're a smart lad. Think about it.
Takes a moment. Yeah, you might be right. Either this is the wrong kind of job for me to be running the boys on, or I just need to reevaluate what we're doing here.
There you go. See? I knew you'd come to your senses.
Now
Yeah.
you need to charge them for this economics lesson.
Does Arrow actually say that from behind Dolphin?
Yes, I'm going to say that.
Dolphin's going to turn around and slap him. The poor lad lost his pappy. You don't charge a man for losing his pappy.
Depends on where you come from.
Maybe suggest he gives out receipts.
Receipts.
Yeah, for
Well-
business expenses.
just looks a bit puzzled by that. What?
Well, you
Glad
have to
we're
keep
helping this dwarf
track
become
of
a
how
better
much
highwayman.
you've spent on your business trips.
And also, people can come back for refunds if it's a faulty experience.
Gerlach, where did you pick these three up from? Gerlach just kind of. I didn't pick them up anywhere. They actually came to me, and I'm quite glad. Quickly trying to find out if I can figure a way to add them into my marketing department, but they're not budging. Holsick just kind of looks between the three of you and goes, "Now, if ever you guys get tired of hanging around with this curmudgeon-y, party boner, nutty beer baron butthead, you can always come to Holsick. Y'all always have a place for you all." You guys got ideas that could turn us legitimate, make us into proper. Maybe even the guilds in Astora might accept us then.
Yeah, but then you got to start paying guild fees, and then your marketing price just goes up so much more. Trust me, independent is the way to be.
We want to go straight. No, stay outlaws. No, it's definitely better.
I mean, hey, it's technically highway robbery. It's just, are you paying someone else for the privilege of highway robbery?
Yeah, you're right. You guys, if ever I see you again, any caravan that you're with, automatically can go through. That's the word of Holsick. Now you all go. Have a good time. Gerlach, you take care of these three.
Good luck with your business, lad.
Holsick just kind of looks at you and goes, "You too, sir." You blindsided him with business. All right, with that, you guys all load back into the caravan, and Gerlach just looks at the three of you and goes, I've never seen him actually salute anyone before.
It's all about education. Education is the key.
Yeah, but he's normally, stupider than a box of rocks falling off a cliff face.
I just
Well, no
sort
one
of-
said he wasn't that, because this caravan's obviously worth roughly around 500 gold.
Yeah, and you managed to get it down to that. That's amazing.
Poor lad really needed a pappy.
Yes, he did. If anything, just to teach him something. So, yeah, with that, the beer baron just looks between you all. Oh, yay, food. Looks between you all and goes, and goes, let's get on our way again. Before he decides to either smarten up and realize what you've just done to him, or decides he wants to actually shoot something.
Well, I'm okay if he wants to do that route, because I got my own carbine handy, and I can just try to pick him off from a little ways off.
All right, that's good.
So we take off on the train.
Yep. And everybody just seems to be like quite a bit surprised. One person actually comes up to you and goes, "So you can't hit for spit, but you can apparently negotiate like the best of them."
Dolphin just gets really upset and pulls the cloth around his face off, like, this is doing absolutely nothing.
You see, some of us are talkers and some of us are doers. You're a talker.
Oh, I'll do you one if you say that again.
See, some of us are talkers and some of us are doers. You're a talker. I'm within 5 feet of you. I'm not too worried about being hit.
Dolphin's gonna storm off angrily.
About 3 hours later, over the loudspeaker, we should be at the manor in about 30 minutes. There's going to be a bit of a rough ride ahead, so everybody hold on. About 10 minutes after that announcement, there is there's some wobbling, and one of the giant racks is holding a bunch of kegs together, starts to sort of shake itself loose. Messel, Arrow, you two are actually close by to it. You can try and save the kegs, but it looks like as if you don't move to do something, you are going to get hurt.
Okay, I will try to save the kegs.
I second that.
So I need a strength might check.
I have strength.
Yeah. As it looks like when Messel comes in to help you out, Arrow, it looks like as if she's about to get hurt by one of the kegs, like it's toppling over. But you managed to put everything back together solidly with her help, and it prevents it from falling down. Whereas it's starting to loom over that shadow, kind of tipping over the side, and then it just gets put right back into place as you slam into it and sort of push it back into position. So yeah, with that, everything holds together. And then over the loudspeaker, "We're home." And the caravan drops down, and everybody lets out a loud cry. And Gerlach goes, "All right, this is going to be awesome." Everyone, let's do the final checks and let's get out, and then we can move on to the payment for this year, and we can toast and have the end of the year celebrations. So, with that, all the final checks are made, and then you're brought into you're brought towards you can actually see, the Beer Baron's Manor, which is a sprawling structure in the finest of Nestorian styles, which is sort of Gothic, but with a tint of almost cyberpunk flair. So you've got the arches, but they're decked out in stainless steel with electrical arcs flowing across. There's off in the background, off in the distance, you can see a huge sort of sort of compound with several different silos attached to it. That's probably where all the beer is made, because it looks like a giant industrial complex that would be used for distilling and everything. So
I get the feeling we could have charged him more.
Well,
oh yeah,
we did also get a free ride out of it, so don't
But,
want to be too greedy.
there's glass walls that are reminiscent of Elven Renaissance blended together with this neo Gothic style, and Bear Baron kind of comes up to you and he's more than overjoyed by what you've done, and he just hands over 10 gold to each of you in turn. That is for everything that you did on the trip, especially the look on Holsick's face and the kegs that you all saved, and for getting my reactor working. As well, I need to be able. I would like to be able to name a beer after each one of you. If you would be willing to lend your names towards my next year's brews.
That would be brilliant. Yeah.
So, all right. Arrow, Dolphin, are you two up for that?
Yeah, you can just call mine, the Wandering Ale or something, because that's where my name comes from anyway. And his is the Short-Sighted Brew.
Just like goes to the end of the glass.
I was going to call it Dolphin's Hammerfall.
Okay, my name is rejected. You may not use mine.
Oh.
Oh, but come on. Having a beer out there with your name would be able to clear out almost anything from that missed hammer shot.
Hey. Remember the bleach?
No, I know. But this would be a way of helping to counteract the rumors.
Just go
How
with
about-
it. It'll help.
Ah, fine, but no mention about the incident in the name.
See, Hammerfall does sound powerful because, when a hammer falls, that's sort of when it hits.
No, none of that. Just name it like a super handsome dwarf, or Dolphin the Magnificent.
Or the Pappy's Brew.
Hey, there we go. I like that. Actually, no, nothing about me. Name it after that dwarf who lost his pappy. He needs something.
I'm not naming it after Holsick to save my own skin.
I mean, Dolphin, come on, you're going to be a legend if you have drinks with us. Otherwise, you'll just be the other one.
Yeah, we could make it, so that you're standing there bedecked in full armor, and the family symbol right there, center place of the chest plate, and right in the background, just the Pappy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Do whatever you want. Can't hurt me at this point.
Messel, what would you like yours named?
Well, I haven't done any great mistake. There's nothing too special about me. Probably, Messel the artist. I don't know.
Messel's,
We're talking about how awesome I am.
Messel's Artisan Ale.
Perfect. Ouch, sorry.
And Arrow's Wandering Wheat.
Sure.
The Pappy Pale Ale. Makes the mustache curl. Sort of wanders through towards the mansion. So, you are more than welcome to stay here for the entire week of partying. As he does so, you are the rest of the crew sort of usher you into the manor. And as you're coming through, he orders this very stern Saurian with an artificial eye to give you all the grand tour. So, as she's doing so, as he starts to walk away, she looks between you all and goes, "This is the grand entrance. Note the old elven renaissance, and please keep together on the tour. Any arms or fingers lost on the tour is not the responsibility of the beer baron. Please keep them all to your body as we go through."
Okay, Dolphin's definitely trying to break away from this tour at some point.
Oh yes, she is treating you with the bare minimum of respect that she can possibly go. As promised, there are as she walks through, there are fountains of ale in the garden that you can see outside through the windows. It's not just, you know, a garden. It's not just a garden where one drinks beer. This is an actual beer garden where ale flows out the fountains, and you can grab a mug and fill it up from the fountain.
Dolphin's not leaving this fountain.
She shows you a menagerie of impressive array of deep world lizards and beautiful kite flutters, a rare and unusual large sort of butterfly that are about the size of a kite, like a very large stunt kite, and several flower varieties that are incredibly hard to come by this on this continent. Several from continents so far away that you would think that they were actually extinct or lost for all time, because nobody really sees them in this side of the world. And last but not least, there is the armory that is lined with weapons from all throughout history. Almost all of them, though, are too fragile to actually be used. Please do not touch them and do not steal them. They're actually not at all useful. They're just for show and decoration. We can't have real ones around with the amount of beer that Gerlach has, because somebody would shoot themselves, and that's an insurance issue that I don't want to have to deal with while he's gone. So, yeah, if you guys want to see anything specific about the house, she will take you there.
Like I said earlier, Dolphin's just trying to escape so he can go to the beer garden.
I think I'll try and inquire to the Renaissance paintings and want to see if there's a full collection somewhere, or the Nibbly artist.
Oh, yes, the Renaissance paintings. Dolphin, give me a stealth check. The Renaissance paintings. Yes, there are several of note, especially from the Chaos Wars era and just before.
I don't really keep that much attention to them, but this one here,
She points to a very large self-portrait.
is of the elven artist, whose name escapes me at the moment. Let me just see here.
She walks up to the actual frame and starts trying to read it.
Yes, it is. Wait, that's older than I remember. Vaman Fenran? And then there's another one here that was done by a Josvin Joswin. Now, yeah, that don't know why his parents named him that. Probably the reason why I went into art in the first place. That way, he could always get people to say his name right.
But yeah, these aren't just artworks. These are masterworks that you are seeing before you, and she's just pretty much treating it like as if they're prints that you buy off of from like an art dealer in the middle of a city.
I'll keep my offense to myself and try and talk down the paintings just like she is, to avoid sparking anything. I don't really want to pick a fight with this woman right now anyway. Oh yes, this is so common, it's so commercial, there's no real technical value, it's just collection, there's nothing else to see really, and look at these idiots painting themselves, they're not worth seeing.
Yeah, I mean, who in their right mind gets that much ego that they would paint themselves, especially when it comes from an elf? I mean, it's not like they're sorry. And
Well, I mean, the elves, you know how they get with their whole attitude. I guess they just can't help it. It's written in the DNA.
we're almost as bad as the halflings, present company excluded.
Yeah, I mean, there are some. Well, with the halflings, we're just an odd bunch. There are some which are overly perky, some which know what the real world is. I put myself in the latter category. There aren't many.
Am I still there, by the way?
No, you're gone. You're far gone. You're out,
Okay.
you're out in the garden.
Were you ever even there?
Yeah. The Saurian lane's gonna turn around and be like, "Weren't there three of you? No.
Yeah, where'd the third one go?
Blindness is spreading.
I'm just sort of like, what? Wasn't it just us?
No, one short person is not that hard to tell from the other, but nah. Carry on.
Yeah. After a while, she brings you to the banquet hall, and it is filled, absolutely filled with people, and there is everything there. Yeah. So the party is truly beginning. It is pretty much the finest beers that you will ever see in all of your life. The finest food. There's tapestry lining the walls, noting everything, noting every sort of accomplishment that was made all throughout the year's travels. And they're finishing out the last tapestry that details this journey home. Very conspicuously missing a hammer, missing a leader. it's you can see the fight, but there's no mention of Doffin's slip up in the tapestry.
Bleach well spent.
Well, like I said, art is so fake. There's no honesty in it left.
But yeah, if you guys are if you guys are going through drinking, I will need a Constitution roll from you because everybody's going to be pouring beer into your putting beer into your hand.
Can I add stamina to that roll?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Is that a Constitution roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Messel abstaining?
No, I rolled first, didn't I?
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess you did.
Yeah, Dolphin is flat on his butt after about the first hour.
Well, this is obviously because I snuck out to that fountain and about drank it dry, so.
Oh, yeah.
That was off screen, though.
Yeah, that fountain that you tried to drain, it's taking effect now. And as everything goes on, you just pretty much fall flat. And everybody continues to party around you. A couple of people actually lift you up and carry you on their shoulders to continue to drink, even though you are so completely hammered that you pass out.
That's a party.
Oh, yeah. Arrow, Messel, yeah, you guys pretty much watch all this. Messel, you're surprisingly sober at the end of the night. And Arrow, you start to feel the effects of it, but it's just like a tingle of what could have been. Dolphin's got full blunt blown. So yeah. As you guys are doing everything though, there's a point where the Baron kind of comes up to each of you in turn and goes, I've got a bit of disturbing news. Arrow, no, he comes to each of you in turn. First one that he comes up to is Arrow. Arrow, my steward's sort of telling me that you look very similar to an old pirate captain.
Yeah, I'm just sort of giving him a blank stare, like probably just a distant relative or something.
Can I get a deception roll off of you or communicate? Let me see. Social deception.
I have a 0 in communication, so it's going to be a flat roll no matter what you say.
Okay, go for it. Wow, and yet still you guys actually can roll quite good.
Yeah.
You need nods, accept that. Okay, so I'll try to clear your good name from that pirate captain. But thank you for being so honest with me about this.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes up to Messel. And he goes, Messel, I need to discuss something with you. My steward Larissa, Lasada, tells me there's a warrant out for your arrest for thievery.
Thievery? No, no, I don't see it being me. Doesn't make sense. I mean, I know it's typical of Halflings to be accused of thievery. That's one issue altogether. But me personally, why would I waste my time with that? I've got the beautiful arts instead.
There's a possible connection also to a death.
I mean, how does a thievery go to a death unless that person was trying to hide something? But I don't know anything about a death. I mean, who knows if, like, one thing goes missing, someone dies, that's a bit odd. But I sure had nothing to do with it. I've got my own artistic career behind me. I don't need that.
Can I get a comm roll? Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Smooth criminal.
Wow.
That's what art is, baby.
Okay, I'll speak with Lasada and tell her that she's mistaken. After a while, he sort of wakes up Dolphin slapping his cheek. Dolphin!
No, it's not me. I didn't do it.
What are you talking about?
What? Who are you?
It's Gerlach.
My boy.
She kind of looks at you and goes, yeah, you're just too far out of it. He just turns around and walks away. Probably one of the moments where being drunk helps you out more.
Oh.
And then Dolphin's back down.
So that's how you avoid problems. When you're drunk, you can't sin.
Yeah. After all of that, a couple hours later, the party starts to die down as the early morning sun starts to rise, and everybody starts going off to bed. Dolphin gets dragged to his room and dumped unceremoniously onto his bed.
I just see him being dragged up the stairs, his head banging on each step as he goes up.
Yes, with a hollow armored clang each time. Lasada is just kind of mumbling to herself.
Why does it always have to be me?
Oh, if she's doing it, then he doesn't even make it to the bed, right? Like, he's just at the foot of the door.
Yeah, very much. Foot of the door, at least inside of the room.
Yep.
She does treat you with the bare minimum of respect. And you do have clothes on.
The entry mat is your pillow.
Yep, exactly. Messel Arrow, your rooms are actually quite lavish and adorned in velvets, and silver is everywhere. Like, there's more silver in your rooms than you've possibly ever seen in all your lives. It's beautiful. Yes. Yeah. The night passes on, and after a while, there's in the morning, everybody comes down quite still hungover. Well, not the morning, more like mid-afternoon. Everybody finally comes back from the revelries hangover, comes to breakfast seeking food with several sausages. You guys are called down as well. And the beer baron just kind of sits at the head of the table just going, that was a trip. Arrow, I didn't know that you could go shot for shot with me like that. Messel, incredible skill with that tankard. Dolphin, hopefully tonight you can stay awake.
What is he talking about?
It's a week-long party, sirs.
So the part about me staying awake, I was there
Oh,
the whole time.
you passed out.
No, that doesn't sound like me. I
Vessel?
clearly remember. I was there.
Messel, was he passed out?
I wasn't really paying attention, but I guess he was. I mean, he was probably partying spiritually at the center of things.
There, you see, I was partying in the center spiritually. It's a dwarven tradition.
He's very spiritual about his spirits.
Yep. So, what are your guys' plans for the future? What would you? What are you wanting to do here in Nestora?
Well, somebody had mentioned getting this orb thingamabob checked out.
Ah, I know a tinkerer in Nestora who can help you. She's she goes by the name of Gerlach. Seems to be pondering in his still hungover state. Yeah, correct. What was her name again? Yeah, Farkea. She's actually quite nice. When you see her, tell her I said hi. And you thank her for me as well. But she'll be able to identify that orb for you. She's more than knowledgeable about our old arcane arts. But beyond that, are you guys going to be looking for any sort of work? Because I can try and find you anything in the store and for how you guys help me out.
Well, we're always looking for a bit of work.
That's good. So I'll keep an eye on everything. As he starts nodding, rubbing his chin, thinking, Lasada comes in, and she's escorting a very wounded dwarf into the dining hall. Dwarf is a middle-aged woman by the name of Terse. She's in horrendous shape. She looks like as if she's just about gone through a meat grinder. Our work crew there's intruders in the brewery. Our work crew was attacked by about half a dozen intruders, small figures. They were quite fast, really deadly. They took out Loin. They took out Doran. They're going to quickly take out the entirety of the distillery if we can't get them out. So she's in shock as well. I just barely managed to escape as one of the boilers exploded. So yeah, if anybody wants to try and like get any further information out of her. Because Lasada can't seem to help because Lasada's Lasada.
I don't really have anything that's good for questioning people unless I want to scare them.
I could try talking to her.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good with talking to people.
I'll just pick out a stone from my pocket and give it to her as a reassurance, and try and tell her that it's some precious artifact gift that some special artist made, and actually I chiseled my name into it. and say, "So tell me more about what's going on down there. We can help. We need to know more about what's happening."
They weren't human. They're not anything I've seen before. They whispered into the back of our mind, and they attacked with pipes and teeth, and they were all teeth.
I'll quickly turn to the others, saying, "I think we should actually get out. I don't know if I have any part in this."
Beer Baron kind of looks to you all. If I lose that section, I lose a lot of next year's trade.
All right, how much you gonna pay us?
Better be worth our lives.
You drive a very hard bargain, Dolphin.
I've been known for that.
Somebody give me a figure.
I mean, you two are the ones that are negotiating. I'm going to let you guys handle this.
I mean, Dolphin's got appraisal.
I'll say 20 gold.
20 gold each.
Yep.
Yes.
That would be good.
Sounds fair. I mean, I don't know how much we're all worth individually, but
Well, it's either I can send in you all or I can send in the guards, but the guards, I don't. After seeing what you guys did at the caravan, I don't think my guards could, especially how my guards acted at the caravan. I don't see how they could do anything better than you all.
No, it's fine. It's 20 gold for these 2 meat shields. I'll get out fine.
just giving you a side eye for that. Like, I understand Dolphin on this part. I mean, we're mostly just calculating him as spare parts anyway.
Yeah, so Beer Baron lays out 20 coins for each of you on the table. And then he nods over to Keggy. Can you take them down to the distillery and tell them and try to read the readouts on where everything is currently.
All right. But before they go, Dolphin is going to walk up to the Beer Baron and be like, all right, lad, some free advice. You have had situations no less than 3 times. Stop paying for parties and pay for security. All right, let's go.
That's he nods at your sage advice.
I'm just kind of going to shake my head and follow Keggy.
Yeah, Keggy starts taking you across, jumps onto a levitate a lev square, and pulls you all on. And this thing takes off like a rocket for the distillery. And once you're in there, Keggy's just going at it like a panic machine, repairing what he can when he sees it, while pulling you guys ever closer towards the control room. So once you get there, he looks over the monitors and he sort of drills in real close, and he goes, "All right, they're in the foundations of Distillery Room 3." And he looks up on the map and he hands it.
Kyle, your voice went out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just there. That's right down here. Just try not to shoot anything outside of the standard areas, or at least not
anything that isn't the target, the intruders, because at that point that entire area could go up, and I don't want to lose you because you guys have been pretty good. You saved my butt. So, yeah, the foundations of the brewery date back before the Chaos Wars. It has been repaired and expanded several times over the centuries. It's a massive operation with subterranean silos, holding tons of grains and hops, and you can smell it even now in the control room. The rooms themselves are strange patchwork. One side of the entry hall is lined with heavy steam pipes, while the opposite wall is covered with a mosaic of elven runes and sigils glowing with mystic light. There's a trail of blood left by Terse, but no other signs of combat in this room. Fermentation Vat 3 is operating within normal parameters. No signs of contamination in storage tubes 1 or 2. Ventilation system in Mill 4 are offline. And that's all Distillery Bay 3. But yeah, you guys can also do a perception tracking test as well to see where Terse's blood led off to.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that more than passes that. Yeah, you can pretty much tell that you follow along the blood path, and it looks to be heading exactly in the way that Keggy mentioned. As you guys make your way into the depths of the brewery, and the noisy environment, and the machinery, you can actually feel the magic that runs this entire brewery operation. But at the same time, all of this makes it so much harder to see any dangers around you, or if there's any intruders around you. And yeah, but at the same time, it's also really the best area that you guys could hide in, as well as you move through everything. So if anybody wanted to stealthily move through the area, I would suggest doing so now.
Yeah, I'll do that. I hope that works.
Yeah, Messel, you just kind of like blend into the shadows. I take it Arrow and often you guys are just kind of like walking in there like G-men?
Yeah, pretty much, because I don't have stealth, so I just have a blaster in each hand, ready to shoot. I was trying to see what the actions were like, to be prepared for this, but I don't see them right offhand. Oh, I think I just found them. Okay. Okay, I'm going to. I would just want to use my activate action to get a +1 on my attacks right now. I think that takes away from. I'm trying to see what dual weapon said, actually. Just one sec.
Alright. Just before we head into the fight, though, I think it would be best if we take like a 5-minute break just for everybody to use facilities.
Okay.
Just because this might actually take a little while.
All right. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll be back in about 5.
Yep.
And we are back.
Yes. So, we last left our adventurers just about ready to head into the mill room. All right. As you come in, you notice that the mill room contains 4 massive mill units, each one 5 feet wide and 10 foot long. Pipes from the ceiling feed grain into the mills, and a secondary system of pipes take the grist down into a room below. 3 of the mills are currently operating. The 4th has been torn open. There are 6 tiny figures of just large teeth working at the next mill, trying to open it up with tools. There are, on the ground, bodies strewn everywhere, ripped apart and strewn everywhere. 4 workers, and most of them bear the marks of large teeth, but one's body parts are just massively charred. So, charred, like barbecue.
Is there like a fire in here somewhere, or is that weird?
It looks a bit weird, but as you actually come into the room, there's the air is thick and musty, and clouds of dust are slightly obscuring vision, and it smells quite heavily of like grain. As Dolphin and Arrow sort of walk into the room, one of the creatures drops its tools and starts charging right at them.
Oh, well, I'm gonna open fire if we have the chance to open fire.
Ooh. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And
Now you've got 4 hit points.
do I get 4 points for each of my attacks, or just one of them?
Just for one of them.
Okay.
Or no, you get that. Oh, you've got 3 points. You get 4 points for 2 of the attacks.
Okay. I guess if one thing, I mean, we're already attacking, so I'm trying to see what Seize the Initiative does. Use the top. Okay, I'm going to use Seize the Initiative to move to the top of the attack order, which means that I guess I get to attack before they do, or however you want to handle initiative. And then I'll use Dual Strike, so I get to attack someone else with my main weapon again. So I'm going to go with the third shot.
All right. As you let loose your fire,
Oh,
The,
I suppose I also need to roll damage for these, for however many of these that hit.
yeah. Let me see here. Defense 12. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So.
Oh, that first one, that was the one with the +7 on the bonus. That was me testing something earlier. Just
Okay. So it's still a +4, so.
Yeah.
2, 11, 15, 8, 14, 18, 9, 13, 17, 4, 9, 15, 19. Yeah, all of those hit.
okay. So 3 damage rolls.
And as you fire, as the last shot rips through the air, there's an explosion around you, and you take 2 damage.
Okay. Does my shield cover any of that?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, nice. I have a shield of 4, so I guess I don't take any damage.
Yeah, but yeah, that it seems like as if the dust around you just ignited on the shots. And yeah, let's see here. What is the health on this thing?
Well, after that, Dolphin's going to turn to you with his singed eyebrows and be like, "What the hell do you load in those things?"
Oh, that first alien just goes completely, and as the last shot hits its body dissolves and it turns into a ball of light and it heads towards the door in the back of the room and through it.
Okay, that last part was weird. I mean, the whole us exploding, that was, a little odd too, but that was weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dolphin, you have an ancestor that fought in the Chaos Wars, right?
Yes, my great grandpappy.
Can I get an intelligence historical lore roll from you? Yeah. You know these as Hellions from the stories of your grandfather. There must be an alpha nearby in order to produce these things. Because these are tiny, lesser Hellions that are working on that thing before you. Everybody thought that they were completely exterminated at the end of the Chaos War, as they completely stopped showing up after the Prophet was killed. These are incredibly dangerous and incredibly intelligent enemies. Though they're quite weak, they are really, really bad.
Okay, I announce all this to Arrow and Messel.
Okay. I am going to put away the blasters and take out my short swords.
All right. Messel, do you want to do anything from your shadows, or should everybody now start rolling initiative?
Could I try to listen out for something that could help me later on?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll roll it. Not quite as good as sonar, but it will do.
Yeah, you can. As you're listening to everything, you can hear quite a large sound running through the pipes, like as if it is a large amount of grain coming down it, and that's going, once it hits the separators, it's going to cause a fairly large amount of dust that can be used either as a distraction or whatever purpose you want it to be used for.
I intend to use it as a distraction. I need that.
All right.
All right. I'm just going to pop in what Seize the Initiative says it does, just in case you wanted to read it. But
no, I see that. You're going to be at the top. So
yeah,
I need initiatives from everyone now.
All right. Where's my roll?
And yes, you are going to be right at the top of it.
Okay, somebody remind me, where's initiative on this character sheet? I can't find
I think
it
we
now.
decided on a different role, but I don't remember what that different role was.
Let me look at the character sheet. Where the heck is it?
Is it just dexterity?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, I guess if you actually have it as a focus, then you get a bonus to it. So, okay, that sounds good.
So, Eros, you are automatically going ahead of everybody. After that comes Messel, and then there's 3 of the Hellions, and then there is 11. Oh, wow. 30, 12. Yeah. Then there's 3 of the Hellions, and then there's Dauphin, and then there's the last 2 Hellions that are surviving from that. And that makes it your go, Arrow.
Okay, I'm just going to charge the closest one to me and take a swipe with my swords.
All right, go for it.
All right. Did both of those hit?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Ooh, damage was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that thing's gone. It dissolves and pops into a ball of light and heads right into the back door.
Okay, that's odd. I think I got one of my damages off. I'm just double checking my short sword because I want to make sure I got that right. But that would be the end of my turn while I'm double checking. Okay, short sword should only be a 1d6. I apparently have one of them marked as a 2d6. So let me fix that, and I'll just reroll that damage. So don't count the 11. It would be a 9 instead.
Oh, so much difference.
Yeah, it's still.
But I
it's
want to
still
be fair about it.
Yeah. All right. Now it is Messel's turn.
Has the dust fallen yet?
Nope, but it's coming. It should be there in the next 2 turns.
Okay, then, I'll try and get to a better vantage point so that I can use the dust to sneak up behind the enemies for when the time does get come around.
You're still stealthed out from your last roll. Their attention is completely focused on Dauphin and Arrow.
Yep, I like it that way. Is there any way I could prepare just in case one of them gets thrown in my direction and I have to defend myself?
Yeah, that is a delay action, so you're pretty much setting it up so that if they actually do find you when they move, you attack them.
Yeah, I think I'll pull out my short swords since I think that's the most stealthiest of weapons I have, and keep an eye on the enemies and keep an eye on the fight. Or an ear more actively. I think it's okay if I my turn there, or should I actually do something else?
Nope. That's fine. So there we go.
Cool.
All right. Next up is, well, there's only now 2 of those stupid things going before Dauphin. So next one sort of jumps back as soon as the one next to it sort of pops out, and it goes to attack Arrow, who was the closest one to it.
All right. All right. My defense is a 17.
So your defense is 17, so that's 3, 6 plus 4, 13 plus 4, 17. So it just hits you, and that damage is going to be 1d6 plus 3. Ouch! Because it bit you.
All right. Okay, and I reduce that by my shielding, so I'll take 3 points. And I can't hear you.
Its shark-like eyes stare deep into your own soul as it tries to shake your arm a bit away from your body, cutting into you through the armor. But the armor does take quite a bit of the damage. The one right next to him turns on you as well. And yeah, he misses completely as he tries to chomp down onto you. That means it's now Dolphin's turn.
All right. Well, Dolphin's gonna run up to the closest one and hit it with his hammer.
That's going to be the one that just tried to bite Arrow. So go for it.
All right.
Yeah, that hits.
There's a lot of aggression behind this attack. He feels like he has to prove himself.
Yeah, that hits hard. It's still not down, but this thing just kind of takes a step back, and it's looking quite messed up. That means now that it's back to it's now down to the two who go after you. So one of them jumps down from its workstation, tosses the tools away, and pulls out a vial of acid and throws it right at you, Dolphin.
Wow, rude.
What is your defense, dear sir?
Not high enough. It's 12.
Okay, so that's going to be 3d6 damage. Wow, ouch. Yeah, that's 11 damage.
Oh dear.
The thing starts chuckling as the other one jumps down and seeing that Dolphin is squishy, goes to bite him.
Dolphin is screaming because someone just threw acid in his face.
Seems reasonable.
Yes. And your defense is 12, right?
Yep.
And this one takes a chunk out of you. A 6. So it latches onto you and just rips a section a bit away from you and starts scoffing it down.
Yeah, Dolphin's just screaming.
So, Arrow, your turn.
All right. Is the one like actually latched onto me, or is it like bite and let go?
It's like bite and let go.
Okay, and in that case, I will just try to kill that one first. So I attack with each of my swords.
The first one misses.
Okay.
The second one hits, and you've got 5 stump points.
Yeah, I'm gonna add lethal damage to that hit. So let me go ahead and just roll normal damage, and then I add 2d6. So that's 10 points of damage in all.
Yeah, that one's not down, but it's definitely limping.
Okay. And because I don't remember what all the minor actions are, I will just say that's my turn, and I'll start looking into minor actions for next round.
Messel?
Uh, I'm thoroughly entertained by everyone making such a mess. I don't know, how are the two enemies looking?
Two of them are looking quite bad. Two of them haven't been touched yet.
Oh, okay, so two of them haven't been touched. Uh, hmm. I think I will try. Yeah, no, do you know what? I think I'll just sit back and let the, let the punches roll. I think it's in Messel's character to kind of keep as quiet as possible and not do anything until the actual thing. If it was just the two enemies that were injured, she would have stepped up by now. But the fact that there's two who are completely untouched, she'd rather keep herself in full form rather than risk getting a bunch of chunks ripped out of her.
All right. You've got one more turn till that large amount of grain can be used for a distraction.
Okay, I will make use of that turn. Promise.
All right. So,
Oh gosh, Messel, where are you? The pain!
yeah, seeing this, the one that attacked Arrow before tries to go for it again because he's just been knocked for a loop now.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. Alright, my shielding will take that.
Yep. Yeah, he just grabs hold of you and tries to shake you down, but nothing's going through your armor. The one next to him then locks on and tries to lock onto you as well, and just completely misses. So, Dolphin, it's your turn.
Oh gosh! I mean, I'm kind of tempted to shoot lightning and blow us all to Kingdom Come. But, okay, never mind. All my spells are useless. I'm going to swing wildly with the hammer.
Give me
As
a
one
roll.
does.
Thought I had a defense spell. Turns out I don't.
And you've got 3 stun points.
Is that a hit too?
Yeah, that's a hit with 3 stun points.
All right. I'm going to take a defensive stance for 2 stun points. So +2 to my defense.
All right, give me a damage roll, and you're attacking the one that you hit earlier, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Vengeance. Blood.
Yeah, you smash the hammer down on its head, and it pops as you bring the hammer back. You fall right down in the defensive stance that your father told you that your great grandpappy used to do when he was in the Chaos Wars, wielding that very same hammer. All right, next up is the 2 Hellions that come after you.
Ouch.
Yeah, Dolphin. Take another 5.
a good thing I took that defensive stance. It really helped out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one misses arrow. You're still up, right, Dolphin?
I'm still up.
Okay.
Takes more than losing my kidney and being acid covered in acid to take old Dolphin down.
Now you're bleeding quite badly there as well. Arrow, it's your-
Dolphin, I've been looking at these minor actions. Like when you attack, you get, you can use one major, which is like, hitting them, and one minor or two minor. You might want to consider using guard up. You can add a +1 or a +2 to your defense. However, you would take that away from your attack. So if you want to up your defense by 2 but lower your attack by 2, that's an option.
Okay.
And considering how much they're ripping through you, I kind of recommend
Well, considering I upped my defense by 2 this round by taking a defensive stance, and it did nothing.
you might want to double up on it.
All right, Arrow, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to go on the attack again. I'm going to finish off the weak one, or the one I've been hitting, and then I'll aim for whoever is the weakest if he's still alive. Assuming that I hit them anyways.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay.
So roll the damage. Roll the damage on the first one.
All right.
Yeah, that one pops and its light ball goes straight for the back. As you do so, a large dust cloud emits from the hole in the mill and covers the entire area in a brown fog that's quite thick. But you can still see the outlines of everything else.
Okay.
But and then as soon as you turn around and hit the other one, it gives out a loud shriek.
All right.
But you're now down to 2, and that now means that all Messel and Dolphin go before the next 2.
Okay. As far as my minor action, I just want to press the attack, which means the guy that I just hit, if he moves away from me in any way, I get to do an extra attack on him, or I get to chase after and attack him.
All right. Messel, it's your go.
So I take it the dust is going to fall now.
Yeah, it's fallen. It's covered everything in a brown fog.
I think I'll charge at one of the creatures from behind. So how many do we have left? We've got
We've got 2 left.
2. Okay. I'll charge up to one of them, probably one that's still trying to eat Dolphin, and give it a kind of typical style backstab. Let's see how this rolls. Right. Yeah.
That unfortunately does not hit. You come up. It looks like you're about to actually hit him. You come on through the follow through, and it just misses by a hair's breadth.
I mutter something about goddamn words. Yeah, just kind of take it.
Dolphin?
Oh boy. I forget. Did the last one I hit did it go down, or is it still up?
It went down.
Okay. Is there still one close by, or do I need to move to get to one?
No, you've got them pretty much pinned between the 3 of you. There's 2 of them right in front of you, and then there's a third figure behind them that's tried to attack them. So yeah.
All right, I will. I'll go just for the one of the 2 closest. Then I will be taking the defensive move, so I get -2 to my roll.
Yeah, that misses.
not 3 1s. Just keep
Nope.
everyone knows. It's not 3
It's
1s.
not 3 1s.
It's not 3 1s.
Oh, and your image is frozen up. I don't know if it's doing that for everybody else.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Not for me as well.
I can refresh.
Yeah, Eros, the one that you attack takes a bite out of you.
Okay, yep. Okay.
It's just this flesh wound.
Yeah, it's just a minor scratch.
And the one that Messel just tried to kidney stab, kind of lets out a loud shriek and then just bites at the shadow. And does it hit you, Arrow? Does it hit you, Messel?
Nice.
Nope, it misses you. So, yep, your defense is 14. Huh. So yeah, that one that rolls back up to Arrow.
Okay, just going to keep focusing on the weak one first, but let me roll both my attacks. Those weren't great, but I do get a +4.
6, 10, 11. The first one misses. It's just short. The second one hits.
Okay. In that case, let me roll damage for that one. And I'm trying to see what I can do with my 1 stunt point. Okay, you can move yourself and the target of your attack 2 yards away in any direction for each one. Okay, in that case, I'll use a skirmish to move me and that one 2 yards away from Dolphin and his, exposed flesh.
All right. Messel,
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay. So the one that tried to attack me is still nearby, right?
Yeah, it's still right there in front of you. The other one has been knocked away though by Arrow.
Nice. I'll attack this one. Hopefully, second time's a charm. Oh.
Holy crap. Yeah.
Roll your damage on that one.
Okay.
Of course, you get the 3 6s.
And you've got 6 stunt points. I would definitely suggest using it for lethal blow.
Yeah, I think that's it. Lethal blow is
It's an extra
2d6.
2d6.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So, do you want to describe this hit?
I plunged my sword into where I was aiming previously. I get it in the esophagus. So technically I kind of missed, but it's perfect and kind of pokes through the neck a bit, clashes against the spine, if these things even have a spine. Gooey, gobbly goops, splatters everywhere. It's not very flattering, not very romantic at all. I twist my blade to the side, so not only have I stabbed it through the neck, I've kind of cut it open a bit, and just step back as the blood showers the area I'm in.
Yeah. It's not dead, but that.
But it wishes it was.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it does. It's so.
It's nice. Like goddamn bonus damage.
So this is legendary. So is this just a legendary form of torture now? You can do this to a man and he won't die.
Yeah. As you do that, the the gray the brown mist fall, the brown mist of the grain silo just clears as well, and the other hellion actually sees what you've just done, and it's shaken and it's afraid. Even though it's now 2 yards away from everybody else, it's seeing just what you did to the other guy. Even though he's still standing, it's just like, oh wow, not messing with that. Dolphin, your turn.
Dolphin spends his turn with his mouth open.
Get the mouth full of blood too.
I don't have any way of like healing or anything, so all I can really do is just continue wailing. Because if I cast magic, I'm going to make everyone go boom.
Yeah. So give me
Yeah,
a roll.
all right. Yep. Just swing my hammer, I guess. Who cares about defense? Charge! But I'm still doing the defensive thing, so -2.
That hits, and you've got 4 stunt points.
All right. So we will make it a mighty blow to inflict an extra d6, and I'll take a defensive stance. So I got +4 in my defense this round.
All right. So roll your damage.
I'm gonna roll a d6. Did it roll the d6 or
Yeah, I can
that
see
was
it.
your
You got a four.
D6. Now you need to roll your regular damage.
no? I rolled my regular damage.
Oh.
Or did it not roll? Maybe it didn't roll it.
It didn't roll that. It just rolled the
Something didn't
D6.
roll.
Yeah, it didn't roll the damage for some reason. What the heck is going on with this?
No, I rolled the damage as the second roll. So the 3, 4,
Oh.
4 was my attack, then the 1, 5, 2 was my damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that now. All right.
Okay. Yeah, that thing's gone. As you do so, the hammer, as you bring the hammer down, its head pops like a rotten cassava melon, and it dissolves into a sphere of light and flashes back towards the door. The one that's 2 yards away from you all now is going to try and book it. So you can either try to pursue or you can try and track it.
If I was using my my minor action to press the attack, I reread it. I don't get to attack him, but I do get to use my speed to follow him.
Yes, you do.
So
Okay.
that's a 13. I can at least chase after him.
Yeah, you're actually keeping up with him quite well.
Okay.
He's heading into he's heading you towards a large chamber that contains 2 sunken pools. One completely empty and dry. The other one is filled with various brewing equipment suspended in a clear liquid. Pipes are crisscrossing the ceiling, and there are racks holding kegs and fermentation vessels. Give me a perception seeing test.
Okay. Holy crap. Let me see what my expiration is. Okay, I don't think that anything in my exploration stunts would really aid to this, but
Yeah, as you're heading through, you spot the remains of a brewery worker. The woman's body has been partially knocked into the filled pool, and where she's come into contact with the clear liquid, her flesh has been dissolved completely. You also notice at the very entrance of the chamber, there's a tripwire.
all right, so I
So-
take note of all that.
So yeah, there's also now this one runs, jumps into the room, and is joined by 4 other of these things.
With 4 others.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? I did find one thing I want to use my stunt points on. That makes me wonder. I can immediately make another perception test, and just to see if there's anything else that might have been noticed. It does say if there's no additional information, the stun is wasted. So I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm doing that, just in case there was a secondary thing.
You can see that this room is beyond that trap. There's nothing else really to that room.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty much, it's a wide open room. There's nowhere really for them to hide inside of there.
Okay. If it's my turn, I still want to get an attack on that one that I was chasing.
All right. Can I get a dex check though to not set off the tripwire?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't set that thing off. I take it Messel and Dolphin chase after him as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll huddle behind.
Yeah. All right. So what about Dolphin? Does Dolphin follow up as well?
Dolphin, and I didn't hear anything. I didn't know if your mic was on or...
Oh, sorry. My bad.
So I take it you're chasing after Arrow as he goes after the other guys.
Yeah, I'm following suit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Arrow makes that jump, and
I'm like, don't touch that stuff and don't touch that thing.
Dolphin's gonna trip on this. You know that, right?
Well, at least I gave you the warning, so maybe that lowers your test a little bit.
Yeah. Next up, you can now, as you jump over it, you run towards this guy. Make me an attack with your swords.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, both those hit.
Okay. So a grand total of 10.
Yeah, that one that you were chasing down just pops into light and goes further into this, goes in further and into a door at the end.
Okay.
Probably should have said that when you did the last test. Now there is a door at the very end. And that just leaves those other 4. Messel, it's your go.
I already got 2, so like the rest are your guys' problem. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, I was so flashy with that one. I didn't actually.
I've killed like 3 of them already.
I killed none.
Well, you're taller, so you have to kill more.
I don't know how much taller I am from you.
I was talking to Arrow.
Oh yeah.
This is why you don't hang out with short people.
You're the freak here. I will charge towards whichever one is nearest and not paying so much attention to me. Maybe one that's looking at Arrow, and try and stab it in the back with a short sword again. Hopefully I don't miss.
That does hit. So roll damage.
Cool. That's better.
Yep, that new one takes a big old chunk. You take a huge splitting chunk out of it. Dolphin, your turn.
All right. Just out of curiosity, has the hair gotten any cleaner and less explodey?
Yes, it has.
All right. On the off chance I don't murder everyone, let's shoot a friggin' lightning bolt at these guys.
I would like to point out he should be further away from me if there's an explosion.
How close are they to each other?
They're actually quite close.
Okay, I can do shock blast then. Let's go AoE. Shocking enemies in a 6-yard by 6-yard area. Alright, so spell power is 13. And target number is 13. Alright, we have that error where it doesn't work for some reason with spells. Does anyone remember off the top of their head what I roll for spells?
Well, I know it's going to be 3d6, I think, plus your willpower.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, I just pulled that off the top of my head with no apparent reason. And once you kind of figure out what's the governing stat, so...
Willpower is 3.
So 15 and 3 stun points if you hit.
Yup.
Alright, so with those 3 stun points...
He does hit. You hit squarely into everyone.
Okay, we'll do a powerful casting of Strength 3 then. So that increases the spell power by 1 for each. Bringing the final spell power up to 16.
Dang.
Jesus Christ.
So they have to do a Constitution test versus that. And they take less damage if they succeed.
None of them succeed.
Alright, taking the full damage then. Which is probably not going to be much because I'll roll a 1. Alright, they all take 5.
Doesn't that also have another effect as well on top of that?
Let me check. I thought Jolt was the one that stuns them. I think Shock Blast is just AoE damage. Yeah, it just says that they take... The damage is penetrating, so there's that. But no, it's just if they fail it, they take the full damage. Otherwise, they take... my willpower doesn't get added to it, and then Jolt is the one that stuns.
All right, yeah, they're they all take 5 damage. They're looking quite panicked now.
Yeah, Dolphin's gonna yell at them. Oh, how do you like it? Just shaking his hammer above his head.
They don't like that very much, but the only 2 close to them are Arrow and Messel. Arrow, you take 1 attack.
Okay.
And it doesn't penetrate your armor. Second attack on you, Arrow, misses. The first attack on Messel misses. And this one misses so badly it bites into the one right next to it.
That seems
This was
fair.
a replaced version of Dolphin.
And immediately bursts its bubble.
Oh, don't you just love it when things like that happen?
Yeah, it's pretty much, it makes to bite Messel, and instead it times its attack so that it bites right into the back of the head of the one that was attacking before it. So as soon as it misses Messel, the back of its head is just chomped clean off by the second one. And there's a look of horror among all of the Hellions as the first Hellion's head just explodes into light along with the rest of the body, and then its orb falls all the way back to the door.
And as gruesome as it is, Dolphin feels a little bit of kinship with that one Hellion.
It just kind of looks between all the others. It just slowly starts to back away, and it's trying to claw its own mouth, like as if it's just tasted the most horrible thing. But the horror on its face as well is forever encapsulated on this dagger shark teeth they're miles and miles wide.
Oh, he's not gonna have to live with that too long.
Oh yeah. So Arrow, your turn.
Well, I am going to attack whichever one is closest. So, 1 and 2.
Yeah, both those hit.
Okay. Yeah, 1 and 2. Ooh, that's even good damage.
Yeah, that one pops off. As you bring your swords down, its head just lops right off and flies into the air before disintegrating into a ball of light and slamming into the door in the back.
Nice.
Messel, your turn.
I think I will take advantage of the other one's guilt and confusion and disgust at the taste of the other one, and go for its belly.
You hit. You also have 3 stunt points.
I shall take a look at what that will do mean.
Let's see. I would recommend the lightning attack. You can do a second attack right now.
Yeah, I'll do a lightning attack. Means we can move the floor quicker. So do I roll attack again and then the 2 damages?
Yeah. Roll attack again. Roll attack again, and then we'll. Yeah, that second one hits as well. So roll 2 damages. Yeah, that one.
Went both 1.
The horrified look on its face just is split in twain as you bring your sword down in 2 quick slashes, and it peels like a banana and then turns into light slowly, but it doesn't run towards the back like the other ones. It just blinks out of existence. They do not like that one.
Randomly trip it over.
Dolphin, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I feel like I want to throw my hammer, but I also feel like that's just the worst possible thing I could do.
It worked for you last time.
It worked.
Pretty
See,
well
yeah,
last
but
time.
like, yeah. Then I just throw it and it lands somewhere, and I'm like, all right, guys, just keep firing. Go. You know what? No, I want to throw the hammer. I'm feeling. Dolphin's pumped up on adrenaline, anger pulsing through his veins.
Positive endorphins. A lot.
Yep. So he's just gonna chuck it at whichever one's closest, or maybe he should go with furthest. Because no, closest. So that's just normal damage roll, attack roll.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to go defensive this time because I'm going to need it.
That hits.
All right. Roll for damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're right. Throwing the hammer was a good move.
Yeah. That hammer, as it connects into the face of this Hellion, it just rolls and plants itself down right into the ground as the Hellion's head pops off its neck, along with the spine ripping out from the back and dissolves into light.
Dolphin is just screaming like a berserker from the back, just like, yeah!
So the last Hellion just grabs at arrow and misses.
And I was really close to like changing from +1 to attack to defense, but it's like, they're barely touching me.
So yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oh, I was well, it's the same thing. I meant to roll with the sword, but it's the same attack, so.
Yeah, both those hit.
Okay. And I'll just see if anybody's still standing to use my bonus, my stunt points there.
No, it's pretty much on your second hit, it just pops.
All right, then. That works for me.
Yeah, the second hit just pretty much turns it into a dusty black mist that then turns into a sphere and slams into the door at the back. You can, now that all the fighting is over, you can hear drunken laughing on the other side of the door. And there's as soon as that happens, a brewery worker, a young man covered in dirt, having hidden inside of one of the filthy vats. There's another one of those creatures down in well 6, a big one, bigger than you. He gestures at Arrow, bigger than you, and you can hear Keggy through the radio. Well, 6 is where we just decanted the new brew. There's thousands of gallons of top ale there. If this creature were to poison the beer, the cost would be ghastly. This guy, the guy that's with you, though, just wants to run. Dolphin, it's that, you know, from this guy's description, that sounds like a Hellion Alpha, and they go strong. They get stronger whenever a Hellion within about 100 yards of them gets killed. So this guy must be very strong indeed, but at the same time, from the laughing that you can hear, he sounds incredibly drunk. So, yeah, so long as this guy's here, though, there's no real chance for anybody being able to get into and working the well, because they're just monsters. But you get the feeling you guys might be able to take him.
Well, Dolphin's all ready to go in the battle, but if anyone looks at Dolphin really looks like he's about to pass out. From, the acid burns, the bleeding, the trail of blood he's leaving behind him.
It suddenly occurs to me, we never once picked up any kind of healing items or...
Oh, yeah, I didn't heal myself from last game, so...
Yeah.
Plus, Messel might look like a right bitch. She's completely untouched just covered in blood that isn't her own.
Yeah, I just got like one small scratch on me. Yeah, I'm ready to. Let's finish this thing off.
Yeah,
Dolphin is right with you.
The guy looks over Dolphin, and he goes, he looks him over, and then he goes, these might help you a bit more than they help me. I mean, after all, Foreman's not going to be using them. That's her over there, and I don't think she's going to be using anything for quite a while. And he hands you a healing potion.
I happily accept it. I thank Ex Machina, and I will drink that healing potion.
All right, so I don't know where the healing potion rules are. I know that it's in the core book. Let me just look at that real fast.
I was going to do a
It's
quick
a good
check
thing
for
too.
that.
I had 1 hit point, so
Okay, healing potion. Regain 3d6 plus con.
okay.
Roll it.
That's a big help.
Yeah, it is actually.
I mean,
I
compared
am
to
now
one.
not so dead.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you should stand behind me. And I don't normally say that.
saying I'm not capable. Get behind me. I'll.
Okay, I stand back and I let him go first.
All right, so are you guys going to try sneaking up, or are you just walking right up?
You know, let's go ahead and let's try to, sneak up. I was trying to think, is there's any way I could use military lore to help out with this, but I can't think of anything.
If you want us to sneak up, by sending Dolphin in first. That's not going to happen.
Well, let's.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, we're not all as good as Missile, who was so stealthy. It's like she wasn't even there for the first half of the fight.
I was just stuffing my face with popcorn.
Yeah. Let's see if I can sneak up, because I would, try to go first.
Yeah, I'll also roll it, just in case.
I mean, I didn't kick a bucket, so.
Dolphin, let's get one from you as well, please.
All right, time to blow this joint.
I do believe that the only one who hasn't beaten this is Arrow.
That's okay. I would like to think I at least switched back over to my my blasters before I head out, because if we're not in explosive territory, I want to shoot from a distance.
No, you're quiet. It's no longer explosive here.
Okay.
Yeah. Messel, Dolphin, you guys can disappear quite easily. Arrow, as you walk up into the room, you see this giant creature, and it just stares you down as it dips a bucket into a pool in the middle of in the middle of the room, lifts it up, and starts chugging from it and laughing after it drops it down. And it looks to be like a giant frat party version of the smaller things that you were fighting earlier.
While I can respect this, I'm still sent here to kill it, so I just shoot twice right off the bat. Like,
All right.
I know not to waste time with things.
Yeah, everybody, let's get some new initiative rolls. Xylo, Dolphin, and Messel, you guys are still hidden.
I was just imagining, since Arrow's the only one who got seen, that we were all being stealthy, but we just walk into the room and then there's just two barrels, just our height, that blocks both of us because he's tall.
Just his shoulders and head poking out.
Yeah.
Yep. That is exactly what it is. Arrow's just standing right between the two of you, and there's these two barrels. You can peek over, and you can see this giant frat boy Hellion just drinking down each and every single drop. As Arrow just unloads two bolts, two laser fires into it.
All right.
Roll for your 2 attacks, Arrow, and then everybody give me a initiative roll.
I think we already did, technically, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah, didn't we just do initiative rolls?
Oh yeah. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. So let me just roll this, guys.
Okay.
$14. So that's 8, 12, 14, 11, 14, 15, 8, 14. Wow. Yeah, this guy goes last out of everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, he definitely goes last after everyone. Jesus Christ, you monsters. What the fuck just happened? Ah!
Okay, while he's gone, we kill this thing.
Yeah, we killed the GM. All right. So XP all around.
Okay. Let's see here. 4, 8, 10, 14. First one hits. And you've got 4 stun points on that one. 4, 10, 14. Second one hits, and you've got 2 stun points on that one.
Okay, let me do the first 2 damage rolls with my blasters. Because I'm also trying to keep track of how many shots each one has left. Okay. With the 4 stunt points, I'm going to do dual strike. So pick a target. Let's see, they must be adjacent to you if you're using a melee or within 6 yards.
Yeah, this guy's within 6 yards.
Yeah. So I was trying to read. In other words, if you only make one attack roll. Okay, so this one just kind of reads kind of odd. You attack so strong. Oh wait, no, sorry. Dual strike hits 2 people. All right, in that case, I will just use 3 of the points to do a lightning strike. So I just make another attack against him with that one.
Yep.
Okay.
And that hits.
I'll roll that damage. And with the 2, I will make a taunt against him. So he needs to make. Let's see.
You need to make a communication deception roll, and I need to make a willpower self-discipline roll.
Sorry, I was looking at the one that would give me. There was one that was a threaten, I thought. I must have misread something.
So you need to make a strength intimidation roll then, and I need to make a willpower self-discipline roll.
I was trying to see which test that was. Oh, okay, that was a threaten instead. Let's see. Yeah, if I win, they must attack me. Okay, yeah, that's the one I wanted. So I'm making intimidation. Not bad, not bad. 13, 15, 17.
5.
Okay, so he's going to be aiming for me next round. Let's hope that's a good thing.
I mean,
Yep.
it's great for me. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
Yeah, I'm okay to take advantage of that.
Okay, so I've still just trying to keep track of ammunition. I've got a few more shots before I got to reload. Fortunately, reloading is a free action with these particular blasters, so I'm not worried about that. It's just weird having to keep track of ammo. That's why I'm always a melee fighter.
All right, it's now. I do believe that's Messel's turn. Let me just go up and reread. Terry, Messel, 12, 14. Yeah, actually, it's Dolphin's turn. Dolphin, you go up because it now goes into the proper rounds. So Dolphin, you're first, and then it goes into, and then from you it goes to Arrow, and then it goes Messel, and then the beastly thing.
I'll have hoped
Okay.
over by then.
So this guy is next to like a pool, or is he like bathing his feet in the pool and having a good time?
If you look at the picture, he's like laid down right next to it, with sort of propping himself up as he just dunks this giant barrel into the pool and chugs it.
Okay. I was hoping I could electrocute him if his feet were in the pool or something, but
Sorry. One other thing I wanted to say was that I was going to use my minor action. With my dual weapon, I wanted to give myself a plus to my defense, but that only works on melee attacks, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the only other thing I wanted to add.
All right. So
all right, I'm gonna jolt this guy.
ooh.
Yep, and I know not to hit the roll button because it doesn't work. All right,
That's
so
if I remember correctly, that is a spell test of 11. Let me just double check.
yes, it is 11.
Sweet, go for it.
Okay,
I rolled 14.
Yep. And I make a Constitution roll.
Yep, spell power 13.
Yeah, it just kind of fizzles.
Doll.
Doesn't he still take the damage though?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so he's not stunned, but he does take the damage. Roll me the damage.
It's not a roll. It's just 2.
Oh. Okay.
It's mostly for the stun.
Yeah.
Shock blast is damage. Jolt is stun.
All right. Now it's Now it's Arrow's turn.
Okay.
No, wait. Arrow.
Because I sort of jumped the gun on initiative and started shooting right off the bat.
No, Arrow. No, that was because you actually came in and just shot as soon as you stepped in. Yeah, it is you, and then it's Messel, and then it's this thing.
Okay.
Because Messel is 4, 8, 12, 16. You are. Oh, actually, no, it is Messel.
Okay.
Sorry, Messel.
Oh, I was fully preparing for it not to be. Okay. Yeah, seeing as I like my short sword, I'm gonna charge forwards and the guy's drunk. I assume he's basically blind drunk, so I'll get a melee attack.
Actually, if you're trying to be your normal sneaky self, can I get a dex stealth roll from you?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, you're able to just get right up next to him without him even noticing that you exist.
Yeah.
So give me a roll for the attack.
I did, and it was awful. But now I've done the stealth roll. Do I re-roll?
Yeah, reroll.
Oh.
Because I need. God. So that's
Kill him before it's his turn.
17. Yeah. Roll me the damage, and that's 6. That's 6 points as well.
I think I will forget my history and try lethal blow again. So damage, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that extra damage.
Yep. Arrow, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go with what I've been doing. 2 shots from my blasters. Ooh, nice.
Both of them hit.
Okay.
The second one has five stunt points.
Yeah, we're gonna go with lethal damage on that. So here's space damage, and 2d6. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, this thing pops and just shatters. Its body dissolves, and none of it actually gets into the beer. It just bloom.
That was the tough one?
Well, it kind of helps when I shoot it in the head repeatedly. So,
I didn't do anything
I'm
either.
just holstering my weapons now. Like, hey, Keggy, I think we're done here.
Dolphin's trying to look around the barrel. Did we get it?
No, it's still there. You should hide for a while.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
You might need some time.
Yeah, Keggy actually, as soon as you guys get up there, and after you're done cleaning everything up, just kind of looks at you all and goes, "Whoa! You guys! I caught everything on the readouts! Seriously!"
Yeah, I know. I'm very proud of myself for that last little bit.
Like we need to make more beers named after you guys after that. Seriously.
Quick question, Keggy. Do you have any beer that heals wounds?
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. Keggy opens up a port right inside of the middle of his chest, and out comes a very long spigot. And it looks like a full-on just like a pint pull right there. And he goes, "Come on, seriously, you more than deserve this, man."
Chug, 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 chug.
Chug.
Dolphin's just going to start chugging. Yeah, because boy, howdy does he need it.
Yeah, give me another 2 more health potion rolls.
Oh, sheesh.
Yep.
Oh, I'm healed. Dolphin feels great.
Yeah, that's what we call a life giver, man.
Yeah, we're gonna need a keg of that to go just for Dolphin.
Yeah, Dolphin is actually right now taking his water skin, pouring it out, and pouring his...
Oh, dude, seriously, we can get you like a small mini keg of that, and a couple growlers.
Yes, do.
All right, we'll go back.
I'm just
We'll
gonna
go
take
back
a
and we'll
small
back the boss.
drink, and because I'm only down 4 points, I don't even have to roll because my Constitution handles that. So I'm just gonna take a small drink and put myself back up to full health.
I'll just grin at them both smugly because I didn't take any hits.
Don't think I didn't
'cause
notice
you
your
also
absence
just
during
didn't
part of
ran.
that, though. Don't be giving me no smug looks.
Yeah, Messel didn't get hit. Arrow's armor pretty much absorbed everything.
Yeah.
Dolphin's just got ripped apart.
Yeah, if that counts as not being hit, then technically the Bear Baron is just as good as you because he also didn't get hit.
He has a point there.
Someone in the town up the road didn't get hit either, just as awesome as I.
All right, so we return heroes.
Yes, and you guys negotiated for 20 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. He tosses you another 10 because of that.
Oh, nice.
You guys have saved my business, and we got the readouts from that one Hellion, or whatever the heck that thing was, that bit the other one's head off. I think we're going to make a new distilled spirit in memory of that.
I don't know if Headbiter is really going to be a good selling drink, but, you know, you do you on that.
Look, maybe you shouldn't, all right? He was having a bad day. It could have happened to anyone. Let's just be fair about that.
Well, Duffin, why don't you let the session take over your own?
Where's that beer fountain? You know what? I'm just gonna go hang out there.
Oh, there's 3 right out back right now. You can
Okay,
just
bring me a
empty
fourth. Yeah.
I'm going to recommend you not let that back into circulation because he's probably going to just lay down and drink or drown.
Well, we have a automated system built into the fountains where if you pass out and nearly fall into it, it just scoops you out and tosses you and then refills the entire fountain with a new brew.
That's Dolphin proof. Perfect.
But yeah, that's the end of this. Once you guys are all done, well, he pretty much has the entire party running for the entire week. You guys are our guests of honor. He sets you up before you go with another 10 gold.
Gosh.
I'm getting so
And then,
much
I mean, I'm not going to complain, but
I mean, I did tell him to spend his money on security rather than parties, so you know, I guess that's just what this is.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I've got everything set up for you guys to head right into Nestora. There's a couple of inns in the area that my driver will suggest once you're in there. But yeah, you guys take care. If I come across any work, I'll send word to the appropriate people and get them sending it your way.
Much appreciated.
yep.
So yeah, that's the end of the session.
All right.
You know, I was just having a flashback to when I first watched, the game being played on Geek and Sundry, and he commented on how they kicked the Hellion Alpha's ass. I feel we did the same thing.
Oh yes,
This
yes,
is a
you guys
creature
have.
that's just meant to die in a fantastic fashion.
It's actually meant, the way that it's set it up as well though is actually quite a if you attack before it, it's quite easy, but if it attacks before you, it can rip you apart.
Oh, I'm so glad that I threatened it to make sure it would aim for me.
Yeah. But yeah, that's quite good, and you guys are well on your way towards your next level.
I can now afford to get good cybernetic arms. That'll
Yeah,
be something
yeah.
I talk to you about later on. But I was
Yeah,
like,
I
hey,
can
I've
now
been.
afford to make more bad decisions.
I think that's the best ending line possible. More bad decisions will come in a couple of weeks. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed this session. We'll be back next week with the Expendable crew, and it will be Troll Tide. So feel free to stop in for that. We'll see you later.
You guys take care. Bye.